Hey there, welcome back to No Pants Profits. My name is Richard, and today I'm coming to you from the St. Augustine Pirate Museum. Now, I just did a tour of the museum, and there's a lot of history of pirates that's very political, so they don't let you actually tour the museum on the tour on camera, but you can go back through the museum after the tour. They do the tours 3 or 4 times a day. This is also part of a place that does colonial tours as well, which we're going to do a colonial tour in about 20 minutes time. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at the Pirate Museum. This is Fort Royal, and this is a royal warning against piracy. That's a print, but it's talking about pirates. Now, what were pirates? Well, they were pirates. We just did a tour and learned all about pirates and thieving and stuff like that. But what pirates didn't do, there was honor among thieves. They didn't bury their treasure. They didn't walk the planks. They didn't do anything like that. But let's take a look at a bit about piracy, and then we'll take a look at the modern conceptions of piracy. Piracy started-ish back in Port Royal, Jamaica in 1690, along with Boston, Massachusetts. It's the largest English settlement in the New World, mercantile center of the Caribbean Sea. Many legalized pirates and those privateers called Port Royal home because it was a convenient location to Spanish treasure routes. Essentially, you had Spain and Portugal, which were coming over to the New World, North, South, and Central America. And pirates were there to rob the Spanish and Portuguese. So Port Royal, Jamaica, which was devastated by an earthquake in 1692. These are some of the things that existed. These are actual artifacts, not recreations of back in the pirate time. Now, pirates were mainly around in a day before GPS, before anything like that, so they would use the stars. So they use stars and sextants and octants, and they have a lot of different history of the sextants and octants that are available here, and this is how they would do their navigation. So cartography and making of maps. I think that's supposed to be Da Vinci there. I could be totally wrong. Oh. That is...
Wow, look at the plates, you guys.
It's just, dude. Da Vinci or Galileo, and then you can see there's a pirate there getting his eye pulled. Instruments for every surgical need. A little creepy there. Surgery hygienic, well-equipped, and the most modern medical equipment available. That is a surgical kit back from 1750. So you can see that guy, he's biting on a belt. He's got some rum there. We'll talk about rum and pirates in a bit. But this is where this tour actually started. And you can kind of learn about all the different pirates. The most famous pirate in the world, Blackbeard, of the golden age of piracy. You know, there's still pirates these days. But you also had Sir Francis Drake. And you can see right here. Now, we are in St. Augustine, which is kind of one of the pirate capitals of the world, which is an interesting perspective there. Emergency exit only. Gaming and gambling. Ooh. None shall game for money either with dice or cards. Well, pirates are pirates, and some rules were meant to be broken. Cards and dice were commonly used among pirates, either gambling for money or staples and goods. Since the pirates slugged many hours aboard the ship, gaming was used to pass the time. Part of Shrimshaw and singing of seafaring songs. Kind of sounds like cruise ships nowadays. Gaming is used to pass the time. A collection of tavern pipes. This is all some pretty interesting stuff back in the day. Ooh, rum. That's a rum barrel marked rum. And rum was a trading tool, so the pirates didn't really drink that much rum. They got, according to the tour, they got between 2 and 6 ounces of rum a day when they finished every time they finished their 4-hour shift. So, tavern specialty drinks. Ooh, rum, water, sugar, nutmeg. Oh, I kind of want to try some of that. I wonder if they've got that available. They say they have some restaurants and stuff on the tour. These are all different rum barrels. There's whiskey. That's S whiskey. That's probably Scotch whiskey. That is a stoneware barrel. Not a trash can. I like that one. It literally says, not a trash can. Talks about the pirate siege and how there's buried treasure beneath our feet. This, where we're standing in this museum right now, used to be part of the fort, part of the pirates, and everything like that. at that time. Now what's cool is you've got a main deck right here. This is a museum, but it's known for one thing kind of cool in particular. It has on display one of the only pirate flags in the world. This is an actual original Jolly Roger pirate flag, which was originally, we learned on the tour, that it was like Jolly Roger because it was just a red flag, and the French like to call it that, and then they took that to mean Jolly Roger. There's a lot of very interesting things here. I'll show you. I asked when I was on the tour, I said, this is one of 3 pirate flags in the world, one of 2 on display in the world that are original pirate flags. And I said, what's the most unique thing in this museum? And that's actually not the most unique thing in the museum, interestingly. Again, my goal was to kind of give you an overview of this museum, not to show you the entire thing. There's a box, though. I don't think we can open that box. No. It's just a box. Or on the main deck. Take a sniff. What type of cargo were these pirates carrying? I don't smell anything. Oranges? Oh. Leather. I'll go with oranges on the one I sniffed first. Lime juice. Okay, I got the citrus. And we're good. There's more sniffs. Let's close it for the next person so they can try. See if we can guess these sniffs. I did the tour. We didn't do any of this. Oh. Hold on. It smells like cinnamon. Buttered rum. All right, I'm close enough. Take a sniff here. It's like shea butter or something like that. Tobacco. Well, I don't smoke. So. What's also kind of interesting is they have a little cannon demo. What are you going to do? You gotta take the flint, connect it to the back of the cannon. Maybe. That cannon went off. Let's try this one. Okay, you just kind of take the flint here. What do the kids think? You're just connecting a circuit there. 3, 2, 1. Now what's cool is back here, they have something kind of interesting that the guide said was made by Disney Imagineers. It seems like it's the sound show. It kind of seems like, probably age-wise, it was at the same time as Drew Carey's Sounds Dangerous. If you know what that is, I'd say it probably fell in the same time frame. It's you put on headphones and you feel people going around you and stuff like that. It's actually the same type of headphones that they used in Drew Carey's Sounds Dangerous, which was at the former MGM Studios / Hollywood Studios right there. And you can try and lift a musket. Weighs over 10 pounds. That is a heavy ass musket right there. Is all I'm saying. Again, it's not a massive museum, but it is kind of designed with a lot of space in it. And I would highly recommend you come on the tour, and then you can take a look around the museum after. They got bathrooms. I don't know why I'm going down the bathroom, but they're well-themed bathrooms. And then we've got a bit about the history of pirate flags and Calico Jack and everyone like that. There's Calico Jack. And there's even an animatronic bird here. See him? He's kind of shaking right there. And we've got the most famous pirate of all times, Blackbeard. He was slightly ahead of the game. There he is. He's slightly ahead of the game. They say that's what he looked like. That is Edward Teach, also known as Blackbeard. Famous for his blood-curdling looks and terrifying manner, Blackbeard died during a bloody battle in North Carolina. He was killed by the Royal Navy's Lieutenant Robert Maynard Everyone says I look like Maynard. He's been dispatched by Governor Spotswood of Virginia. The cause of the death was decapitation. He said Blackbeard received 20 cutlass slashes and 5 shots before he finally fell. Blackbeard's reign of terror lasted less than 3 years, but made him a legend. He was survived by 14 wives. 14 wives. Wow. So yeah, this is about Jamaica. This is about the Port Royal. Some of the riches from Port Royal. And then here's a lot of treasure, pirate treasure. I won't say buried treasure. This is kind of cool. You can actually touch a 400-year-old chest. Those guys are digging. Static features. But this is not a pirate chest. A lot of you would call that a pirate chest, but you can actually touch a 400-year-old chest. It's kind of weird how you can see the difference in the patina from where people have touched and where people haven't touched there. But kind of cool. But again, that's a 400-year-old chest. Not necessarily the pirate chest, because they couldn't really say where it came from. So you see different treasures from different ships that sank. So that's the Atocha, which is a ship that sank. Treasures from the Atocha. Silver from Dead Man's Island. Now, again, not pirate treasure, but silver from Dead Man's Island. They can trace where that silver actually came from. And if you wanted to, you can lift a real gold bar here. There's probably a lot of money in gold. If that's solid and that's pure, there's a reason that this is locked down. But there's an emergency exit right here. That's all I'm saying, but they are letting you know. They are recorded. You got a silver bar. Gold and silver, that's probably worth more than the whole museum nowadays. But there's something over here that's really, really unique. And our guide explained this to us. This is the only known pirate's treasure chest that can be documented on Earth. The world's only surviving pirate's treasure chest. If you come here for no reason, it's a 150-pound, 400-year-old metal chest once held belonged to Thomas II, who made an enormous fortune raiding ships loaded with precious jewels, ivory, silk, the Indian Ocean, and the Red Sea. If you look inside the lid of the ornate painted chest, you'll find shapes of mermaids worked in the design. If you explore the bottom of the chest, you'll see a small case. That's where he locked particularly valuable icons. So you should see there's actually mermaids there. What's cool is they have a mirror, so you see the back of the chest. Where does the key go? You probably guessed the keyhole on the front of the chest, but that hole is fake. Look again, the real keyhole is the top of the chest. You see, that's why the mirror's there. At the top of the chest, and you can see it in the mirror under a metal bracket. That's kind of cool. That's really cool. So that's in the front. That is a fake keyhole, and they not only have the pirate's treasure chest, but they have the actual key. Now, again, I highly recommend you come here and you take the tour, but they have a whole thing about Hollywood pirates and why pirates became known and fascinated on in Hollywood. And the most famous one was Long John Silver, which Walt Disney invested in, which eventually became Pirates of the Caribbean, the ride, and eventually the movie. And they have actually a nice amount of artifacts here from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies here. And they've even got a knife here, a side piece from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. And you've got the gold insignia right there. You got the Goonies, and one of my favorite pirate movies of all times. Please return them here. That's funny. That's where you put your pencils back. There be no pillaging or plundering of our pencils. Please return them here. Please return them here, because on their map they have some little guides and stuff like that. But one of my favorite movies, pirate movies, Hook. And this is the actual Hook replica. Okay, so that's not real. That says Hook replica. Let's see if any of this is real. Hook movie poster, 1991. Are these the real Pirates jerseys? That is an original costume from the movie Hook. Oh, sorry. Is the Pirates jersey, Pirates pants, and the glove. But yeah, it's a very nice, cute little museum. I really like this little museum here. And right next door is a colonial museum, which shows you how things used to work back in the colonial times here. But that's an interesting little look at the Pirates Museum in St. Petersburg. Petersburg Port, it's literally right across from the port. like literally right across from the port. They got a nice little gift shop because you always got to exit through the gift shop. You can see if we jump outside. We jump outside right here. Sorry. This is the Pirates Treasure and Museum right here, right across from the fort, and then right next to the St. Augustine Colonial Experience, which is something we're going to do in a few minutes' time. This is Richard with a quick look at the Pirates Treasure and Museum. It's me from No Pants Profits, reminding you that when you're in St. Augustine and you wear no pants, you might as well check out the Pirates Museum before you lose your shirt, mateys. See you around. Bye.